Okay, we call it Around the Movie Block with The Rock. So Rocco has a very interesting movie review this week.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Take it away, Rocco.
Thank you. It is one of the Best Picture Oscar nominees. It is also nominated for Best International Feature. It is the top foreign film of 2019. It is called Parasite. It is directed by Bong Joon-ho. And it's a film from South Korea. It tells about a poor family who schemes to become employees of a much wealthier family by posing as unrelated, highly qualified individuals. Parasite has gotten a lot of accolades, including winning the coveted Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. So there's a lot of accolades that has been shined through this film. Not many movies that are foreign films get to be nominated as Best Picture, and you know, I really feel like any movie that gets nominated, you know, that's not, you know, from this country to be nominated, it is definitely really speaks to the quality of the movie, and you really see it with this movie. What is incredible about this movie is how gorgeously it's shot. Like the whole way the film unfolds is you could definitely tell this is a director who's really hit his stride in terms of his ability to really tell a story. And you know, you have the story about this family, and the way it unfolds is just incredible. You know, like it's just kind of told in this kind of great, what I would call like an operatic fashion. You know, you have great characters, you have, you know, great camera angles, and you also have great music, and all that complements the film really fantastic. And what I love about this movie is just you know, it tells a story. You know, an important story for our time. You know, you have the story about the haves versus the have-nots, and we're seeing a lot of that in movies, you know, of the past year. And what I loved about this movie is, you know, like I said, like the fact that it's just told, you know, these very important themes in a very, very organic way. And there's a lot that people will appreciate this movie, even if you've never seen a foreign movie in your life. I think that there's much that you will that is in this that, you know, cuts across every culture, and you really see it with this movie. You really see a sense of how, what I love about foreign films is that it really shows to light how, you know, the language of film really unites us all as a human race. And it really shows that how we're not really all that different from one another. We all go through the same types of, you know, emotional trials and struggles, and you really see this with this movie. I had the good fortune of being familiar with at least one movie that Bong Joon-ho did in the past. He got an initial international you know, attention for a movie he did back in 2006 called The House. It was a story very similar to Parasite in terms of dealing with, you know, kind of a family story, but it was told through this unique lens of a giant monster movie. And that's something you don't normally see. You see what Bong Joon-ho is able to do, is able to weave these kind of incredible family stories in the types of movies that we normally don't get to see. I mean, with this, you see it weave through black comedy and the thriller, but you really see it with the strong sense that this is a family that you really identify with. It's not easy to make a movie where, you know, the family is involved in this kind of crazy story the way it is, and then you really feel this sense of like kind of real identification with all these characters. You really feel a sense of their humanity, their struggle, what they go through. And I think that's where the real appreciation of the movie comes in. And I think that there's much that people will enjoy. I think if people keep an open mind about the movie, you know, forget the fact that it's, you know, in a foreign language, forget the fact that it's from South Korea, you really get the fact that you really enjoy a real rich kind of movie viewing experience. I think that there's much that people will appreciate, and very much so that this really could be a strong contender for Best Picture. I mean, even though it is a foreign language movie, there is much that could really show that the movie really had a strong showing throughout all the awards, particularly most recently with the Screen Actors Guild Awards. And there's very much to show that this could definitely may as well win Best Picture as much as the others. I mean, I know we had started with this whole Oscar season believing that, you know, The Irishman, which me and Howie both loved, you know, was pretty much in the bag, but we're really showing more and more this. There's a lot of formidable competition, and Parasite definitely is one of those movies, and I definitely believe very much so that this is, you know, another tale of, underhanded behavior done very artfully and skillfully well. And this definitely shows that there's a lot of great talent out there still in the world of movies. I mean, the proof is in the pudding with the fact that HBO just announced they're going to make an Americanized miniseries of this movie. And it definitely shows that there's much that will, cut across to our culture and, the Hollywood, level of making, entertainment. So I definitely feel that Parasite is definitely a sight to see. You will really appreciate storytelling, and no matter, the ups and downs of the kind of grisliness of the story, I think there's much for everybody to really appreciate with this. So all in all, I give Parasite, which you can check out now. It is now being released on video. I give it 4 out of 5 stars, so thank you.
Thank you very much, Rocco. Why I really appreciate Rocco is that how many movie reviewers can say they saw a movie by Jung Bong-ho in the past and were familiar
I see
with
everything.
Jung Bong-ho. So Rocco,
Yes.
it doesn't have to be English, it could be in any other language.
Yes.
If it's film, he's on it. So
Yes,
great
because
job,
I believe,
Rocco.
Yes, I do believe that film is the universal language, and that's why I appreciate film from everywhere, really. So thank you.
And I do believe Parasite will have a strong showing on Oscar night.
Thank you.
I agree with you on that.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Rocco.
That was great.
Yeah, okay.